up, guys? So, to become an Avenger, are there, like, trials or an interview?
Do me a favor. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
What's good, everybody? Thanks for tuning in and joining me today. About to get at y'all with a few news stories going on in the comic book movie world. If you wanted to get at me on Facebook, I just made a new Facebook page. It's at Darrell Movies. Much appreciate your support on that. At Twitter, if you ever have any questions you want to hit me up with something like that, hit me up on Twitter at DarrellB_. All right, now let's get into these movie stories. Marvel just announced a new title for Spider-Man's new movie. It's going to be called Spider-Man Far From Home. I can't lie, once I heard this title, I wasn't really feeling it. I thought that, with the homecoming thing and just everything they had going on with Infinity War, I thought it would be something completely different, but it sort of feels like what Marvel's doing with these Spider-Man movies is they're almost putting them in a different world because they have a complete different feel than any other Marvel movies. I guess you can say that about all of them, like with Thor Ragnarok, but yeah, just this constant thing with the homecoming and the far from home thing, something about the word home, is just, to me, it lacked creativity. I have no doubt that the Russo brothers, Kevin Feige, everybody over there at Marvel has great ideas for what they got coming forward in the future. This movie's supposed to take place after Avengers Infinity War, but before Avengers 4. So I'm guessing they got something good up their sleeve. I cannot lie, Avengers Infinity War was great. So when they got the track record like the Russo brothers, and Kevin Feige, you kind of know that whatever they're doing, they know what they're doing. They announced that we're going to have Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio in this movie, which is great. I thought that when they first announced that it was going to be like Black Cat or something, or maybe that leopard lady, I was kind of like disappointed. I don't know why would you go with such a lame character like Black Cat or something like that when you have such a wide variety of characters in Marvel that you haven't even touched yet. Even when we thought we were going to get Baron Zemo in Civil War, he was Baron Zemo in name, but he didn't even wear the costume. So I'm really hoping they don't do that with this movie. If you're going to have Mysterio in there, make him look like the character that we see in the comic books. He's a very distinctive looking character. So announcing Jake Gyllenhaal was going to play in the movie was fine with me. I was kind of thinking he was going to go over there to the Batman role, which would be my next story, but I'm guessing he's not, or he still could possibly. But yeah, having him in there as Mysterio sounds great. I think Tom Holland, he does a great job as Spider-Man. To me, he's the best Spider-Man we've had on film so far. He fits the part perfect. I just am not feeling this title. Spider-Man Far From Home. Maybe it's when he comes back alive, somehow, and he's in the Soul universe, or I don't know. I have no idea where they're going to go with this, because last we seen Spider-Man, he died in Infinity War. So that could be the Far From Home thing, because he was on a different planet with Tony Stark, and he's trying to get back to Earth, and he gets back to Earth, and Aunt May and them don't know that he was gone, and he just died and came back to life, and all this crazy stuff happened. So maybe that could be what his journey is about in Spider-Man 2, is making it back home before Aunt May figures out that his ass is gone and doing all that Infinity War stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Comes out, I think, next year, or maybe in 2020. I'll have to look that up for you and get that back to you in another movie. But yeah, it's going to come out, I think, next year. So I can't wait to see what they do with it. Next up is the Ben Affleck as Batman story. This has been going on for a while. Honestly, my opinion is that Ben Affleck is the best cinematic Batman that we had. I recognize Michael Keaton and the work he did, but to me, Ben Affleck is the best Batman because he feels like Batman pretending to be Bruce Wayne. He has to pretend to be normal, and if he's his normal self, he's his dark, just really brutal Batman. And I think I like that tone, especially if you would have countered that correctly with Superman being a happy-go-lucky one and Batman being the dark, dry, sort of brutal character. I think you could have had a really great chemistry, but they didn't do that. Anyway, Ben Affleck's supposed to have a major announcement at San Diego Comic-Con this year as far as his future in the DC movies. I think he should stay. I think that what they did with his solo movie was a joke. telling him that, okay, you're gonna make this solo movie. You put Deathstroke in there, you know, you go get the casting, you know, you put the guy in the end credit scene, you do all this stuff about Deathstroke and Batman solo movie, and then you just pull the rug up under his feet and tell an Oscar award winner, a multi-Oscar award winner, and we're cool, we're not gonna use you as director, we're not gonna go with your script, you know, even though we said we're just gonna change our mind. You know, that's kind of BS. And so I 100% understand if Ben Affleck is feeling like, hey, you know what, I've had enough of this and I would like to move on. So in my opinion, I hope he stays, but as a character, an actor, you know, a person, I can understand if he feels disrespected and he wants to move on with his craft. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all thoughts is on that. Who you think is the best Batman? Do you think it was Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney? You know, my personal opinion is it's Ben Affleck, not even close.
One goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
Next up, we had the Avengers 4 title. Kevin Feige announced that in maybe November, December of this year, we're going to get the Avengers 4 title. That's the next movie after Avengers Infinity War. I have no idea what it could be. We know that Zoe Saldana slipped up in that interview and called it Avengers 4 Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know how that could be, being that everything that we've seen in Infinity War, it may not, but she may have slipped, and then they're going to change it because they didn't want it to get out like that, you know, and sort of save her from looking like, you know, Tom Holland, you know, for spoiling everything. So I think it might have been Infinity Gauntlet, and because that she revealed it, they're going to change it. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think the Avengers 4 title is going to be? I told you, trying to guess these Marvel stuff, how things go in the trailer, who's going to be connected to who, what's going to happen. It's some of the hardest things you could do, because once you watch the movie, you're kind of like, yeah, I should have guessed that. I should have figured that. You know, it seems like what I should have known all along. But at the same time, when you're trying to guess it before the movies, it's nearly impossible with Marvel. I would have to say Infinity Gauntlet, to me, would have been the perfect title. But being that she spoiled it, I think that that's why they're changing it, and they're going to call it something else. I don't know. Just let me know in the comment section below. What do you think the Avengers 4 title is going to be? We're going to find out this year in November, December, and the movie comes out next year in June. So if they're going to drop the title in November or December, that means they're going to have to drop a trailer, because you're going to be about 6 months from the movie, and about 6 months from the movie is when we got the trailer for Infinity War. So with Marvel keeping up with that sort of record they have as far as releasing trailers and movies, I think we can expect actually a trailer from Avengers 4 by the end of this year. Well, that's just my thoughts on a few of the movies and comic book movie stories going on, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's much, much appreciated. I don't do this for money. I just do this for my love of film. YouTube don't pay me anything. Disney don't. DC, Marvel, none of them people don't. I just do this to let y'all know what's the best movies and what not to spend your money on, because going to them theaters spending 60, 70 bucks, you know, it's just not having it no more. Well, all right, y'all. That'll do it for movie news for today. I'll catch y'all ass out there in the universe. Peace.
What if somebody had died?
I was just trying to be like you.
I wanted you to be better. I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.